use set activity, you cannot able to use with array. You have to use only append. Okay, so that is the only thing that you need to understand. See here. So append variable is there. So append variable you can able to go for settings here. In the settings, you can see you can able to select names here. So what value need to be added, that need to be given here. Okay. If I execute this command twice, means two elements will get executed. 10 elements means 10 element will be get executed. So that is how the array elements will be get added. Once the pipeline is restarted, array will be get refreshed. So these memory variables are, it is all temporary variable, so it is varying the value. That's why they kept it as a variable. But when it will get vary, it will get vary whenever the pipeline starts. So immediately it will blank out, and after that the values will be get in from the beginning. So that is the reason. So when you are using append variable, make sure whenever the pipeline starts, it will become empty. Okay. Then after that, values will be added one by one. So now what I'll do is I'm going just to add a dynamic content here. So our simplest function is UTC time now. Okay. UTC now. UTC now. If I give okay, yeah, the function is get added. Isn't it? Yes or no? So now what I'll do, see that you're going to learn something new that is called clone. If I click on clone, another variable is coming in. So I'm going to add that. So two times the array values will be get added, right? Yeah. So I'll go back third time. So three values will be added. I like that I'm going to add five values for our learning purpose. Okay. See that here. Okay. There are five times I added. Yeah. So now I'm going to run this pipeline. Let's see that. So these are all the practical difficulties that I'm going to teach you. Okay. So what is the drawback of using append array? That's what I'm going to say. So all the five items done. Okay. Now you see that every time the value is coming empty. I'm really not sure why they have designed like this. Why they have done like this, I'm not sure. So every time the value will become as empty. Okay, this is acting like a fire and forgot. Just I will fire the execution, but the no result I will be planned for it. I'll not give any return value. Yeah, so that is how it is coming up the value. Okay, so even then, if you see that, so none of the evidence is here to say that the array is added, the value is added. Do you have anything here? No. So now I'll ask you a question. How do you make sure that array got all the collection value? The values are added. How many elements are there in array? How do you find that? Any probabilities there? Any idea? Any question, guys? Or any answers? Sorry? Notepad. Count. From, yeah, that's a good answer, but where do you count? So what I'll do is I'm just looking for an integer variable. Okay. Array count. Okay. You can able to use array count. So here I will give integer. Okay, na? So your answer is correct, but there are couple of steps that you need to perform. See here. So array count I'm selecting in the set variable activity. Here in the down no, there is a dynamic content function is coming up. Okay, na? So what I can do is I can able to add on dynamic content here. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to select the system variables. So what are the system variable we have? Names we have, right? So I'll select the names here. Okay. After that, so I got the names here. So, but at the same time, we should have some counting related or length function should be there, right? So where that functions will be available? Is it on the parameters? No. So definitely it is on the functions only. So I simply type here count. Okay. See the count, if you see that, so you can see that nothing is there. So exactly length is coming up, right? Yes or no? You all seeing my screen? Yeah, the length is appearing. So how do I give? If I give length, will this work? It is not working. What would be the syntax? Yeah. So only one at symbol. Okay, only one at symbol that indicate that we are going to operate with the functions. Inside that you can able to give the array name and everything. So now you see this here. So I took the value here. I cut this option under the length. Inside the length I am passing the value. So now you see that. So it is taking the length of array names, variable names, sorry, variable names. Names is an array. So it will display the count. Okay, so let me see that here and I'll click OK here and I'm going to rerun the code again. So yeah, so variable one execute last. It says that 5 count is there. Yeah, yes or no? So if the number of items are 5, so then that means 5 times it is get executed. So next time if I run this, again same 5 value will come. So why I am saying this, it is a concept of it is not storing the permanent data. Every execution time the pipeline will be clear all the variable, after that it will execute. Make sense? Yeah. So this is how you can able to insert the, in case if you want to store this data permanently, what you need to do is you have to store the data in the database and you need to take it back. Otherwise, this will work like this. Remember, okay? Yeah. I have committed these mistakes. That's why I'm telling you. So when I'm doing a project, I forgot which is permanent value, which is temporary value. So every time the pipeline need to be run twice. That kind of situation. I gave demo like that only, but later they have given some 5 hours of time to fix that issue. So we fixed that. So that is the reason you also should not miss that point. Many developers miss that at the initial stage. So every time when you run, so it will everything run from the brand new fresh. Is that clear to you all? Yeah. You're happy about this? You can understand, right? So clear, right? It is very clean and easy, right? Yeah. But when you are in the real-time project, situations might be little get complex, but it is a tricky only. But still, you can manage it. Okay. Yeah. So you got the array and you know how to manage the array collections here, right? So when you are using array in the program, what would be the helping statement that you used to use to collect the array, display the array, and all? So what is the helping statements you will use? Obviously, for loop we will use it, right? Why we are using for loop? It is making iteration. So one element, second element, third element. See, single variable means you can able to easily manage by checking. But when it is come to the collection point, we need to take one by one and we need to check the values, right? So in this case, so here also we have a for loop. The designing is ultimate. The designing part of this for loop activity is ultimate. Let me show you here. So I made auto arrangement. I'll say control A, I selected everything, I passed it. Okay. So how many activities are there? 6 activities are there. Okay, I'll move it down here. See, guys, please see the structural part as well. So it is a complete lengthy, then that is also a problem. You can debugging time will take more. Okay, if you take parallelly down by down, that is also complexity only, but still you can able to manage it because in one screen you can able to see so many things. Yeah. So now next to what I can do is I can able to introduce a for loop here. How do I use for loop? See here, for each. For each is the statement. Just I'm taking up here. Okay. So you see that they have the way they design. You have to go inside the for each activity. There are other activities will be available. Let me show you here. So after set count comes here, it is coming to for each loop. Inside the for each loop, you can see what is the settings I can give. I can give the settings. Okay. So it is asking the items. Yeah, so I'm adding dynamic here. Guys, can you answer me here? So I'll ask you questions now. So what is the setup here to get the names? So if you tell the answer, I'll be very happy. So I'm using for each. So what is the setup here? Yeah, in the properties you tell me. Na? So what if I give, it will collect all the values. So what property if I fill here so that I will get a for loop with all the items? Uh, can you sorry seeing my screen in the this one? But append variable it is already there. It is already values there with you. Now I need to put this value in a for loop. I want to take the values one by one. So in this case, my question here is, what is the property that you can able to fill here? So it will give the looping. Sorry, variables of name. That is perfectly right. Where you will give, which property you will pass. See my screen. So there are three properties are there, right? Huh? Sorry. Dynamic content of what? Items. I mean, it is a property of items. Guys, you are getting my question or not? See, the for each loop is there also. In the for each, what if I give? It will give all the items will be get displayed. So, ma'am, what is that? Okay, I'll only tell you. See here, this is the for each loop. Items is here. As the experience of C# and Python, you should have to be know this items here. Add dynamic content. You can able to go here and you can able to give the variable names here. That's it. So it will take all the values of names one by one, one by one. Okay. See, guys, please have something involved here. Okay. See, I see that these items and for loop you can't able to relate it. Then it's a problem. Okay. Sequential means one by one. Okay. See, it is not sequential means parallel it will come. As of now, learn only sequential. Non-sequential, I will give you an example. Other examples I will pass you. So now you are in a sequential path. So it is getting all the value. So for loop is there. It is done. Now within the for loop, I want to add some value. So if you double click on this, it will go and give the separate environment for you. You're getting me? So it will give the separate environment for you. So just if I click on pipeline, it will come to the pipeline. If I click on for each loop, double click on for each loop, it will go inside. Okay. So if I click on pipeline, it is came out. Now I'm clicking on the platform where we are going to do the designing. I'll click on the variables here. So I'm going to add one more variable that is called items. Okay, item. Okay, for your understanding, I'm just giving it as an item. So I have given this as an item value here. So now please go and see this. Okay. So inside that, I'm going to take a set command. So inside the for loop, I'm taking a set variable. So in the set variable, I'm going to take the values of your for each. Settings here, selected value, I'll say item. Okay. Guys, you all listening means then I will tell you. So if you go to the set variable inside the for each, you can able to say that for each current item. If you give that, the current item will be assigned to this variable. Okay. So let me run this code. We will see how this works.
Instead of sequential, there is this batch count. Does it work like the updating for loop?
Multiple people will take the value at the same time.
Okay, okay.
Sequential means it will take one by one, one by one. First you took, then after that next, after that next, it will come.
Oh,
If it is non-sequential means at the same time multiple items will be sent back to the other people.
because it's
That
batch
is why they
count.
have given a batch count. So
Okay.
batch count of three means at the same
Three
time
items, it will
three
take like
items
the
will
same.
go. That is a non-sequential path. So that's
Okay.
what it is.
So it's like first three items, then three items
Yes.
like this. Okay.
Guys, can you see that? What is the first value? Append variable. Append variable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that set variable. Then after that for each variable. Inside the for each, these three values are getting placed. Sorry, these five variable items are getting placed. Why? Because for loop is executed 5 times. Yeah. See guys, I am little doubtful whether you all understood or not. Because no answer is coming in. You are not able to see the faces also. You all getting me this? Sorry? Brilliant. Actually passed.